We guys made it back out here to the river, whatever it is, lake, river. Never have been able to really make any kind of identification as to whether this is the actual river. Looks like a river, but I don't think it's the actual river. Out here along the... Well, they still haven't cut all that corn. They cut some of it. Why would you plant all that corn and just come out and cut some of it, you know, not all of it? I don't know. It's about where it was when I was out here the last time. And then they just take pieces of it, just rows of it. Maybe they leave some of this for the birds because it's a wildlife refuge. That's probably it, huh? So this is the government growing this. So maybe that's why there's so much pesticide and stuff going on out here, because they're trying to kill the animals. Because, like I said the other day, me and the dogs were out walking like what was that? 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago? I can't remember. 4 or 5 days ago. No, it had to be at least 6 or 7 days ago. But anyway, remember, my dogs didn't feel good after they ate something. They've been eating bones and things they find along the way. And then yesterday when I was walking, I noticed it started hitting me like there's an awful lot of these bones. It's not fish bones. That would be kind of normal. See people fishing and leaving the fish bones laying around. But there's varmints that look like maybe raccoons or possums or something, or squirrels. Just little carcasses with heads. And these bones are everywhere. The dogs are just finding them all along the way. And I'm wondering why there are all these dead animals along this waterway. See, looks like a river, but it's not. I don't think it's the actual river proper. It got channels all over the place. But over across there's a big bridge. And I'm like a couple miles from my house. So where I go out walking by my house is just a different area right near here where there's water. It just kind of goes into different channels. But out here, here's where we found, the last time we were here, last couple times, we found raccoons that were dying, you know, walking around with maggots on it, and it was just like it had cancer all over its body. It was just very sad. And we witnessed another dead raccoon laying in a road. So why are all these raccoons dying? All the wildlife interesting. Well, I didn't really mean to start the day off with that, you know, serious note or anything. What's this? It's it almost looks like a bale of hay, and somebody's made a hole under there. Isn't that neat? Huh. I wonder if they brought all that stuff to this location, you know, to make a nest of some kind. I've never seen anything like that. Or if that was just a bale of hay laying there and some varmint decided to burrow a hole underneath. Pretty interesting. I wonder if we're going to see any wildlife. I haven't seen a lot of wildlife. Yesterday was Sunday, and I haven't seen a whole lot of wildlife today. Not even birds, really. It's so quiet. Well, it's still pretty out here. It was just so beautiful this summer in the fall. And, you know, it's still kind of fall. There's still some yellow and orange leaves. But it's a little long. You know, it's kind of going into winter looking now. But it's good temperature today. I just got this little flannel shirt and a t-shirt, and it's just perfect. I'm hoping I don't meet the ranger out here today, because he's a real, you know, stickler. I don't care for law enforcement much. Beautiful day though. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, the world's getting to be a crazy place. Oh, it's pretty, huh? Beautiful tree. This little red thing here. I just love nature. Some berries. Little berries. Is there any junipers? Any juniper berries? Is that a juniper berry? No. No juniper berries? Huh. These junipers, you find them everywhere. I mean, they're thick, of course, in New Mexico and Arizona, Texas, but they're up here too, and East Coast, you know, up in the Appalachians and stuff, you know. They just go everywhere. Must be a bass vibration, because I look at plants as vibrations, you know. Strange that there's such specific vibrations that are in this world, that where you, no matter where you go in any part of the world, they got some of the same vibrations there, you know. It's all the same rock formations. And
what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
a little water. And then look at that one. Look at that, look at that. She's putting the weight back on because she was sick for a couple days. She didn't eat nothing for a couple days. Oh, sun. It's kind of behind a cloud. Now it's a little chilly. Not too bad though. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Are you serious? Oh, I think that is just delightful. Some berries. Those berries are kind of good. These are a little fluffy. Ooh, no, those berries are a little bit bitter. Yuck. Not yucky, but a little bitter. I don't like them. Yeah, they leave a little nasty taste in your mouth. So I was thinking, kind of something hit me, I think it was yesterday, about Trump. In the news right now, they're saying Trump's been put back on Twitter. And all you see in the news is Elon Musk is firing everybody down there at the Twitter place, you know. He's taking names and, you know, firing people and everything. And he reestablishes Trump. Of course, that's going to make him rich, because it's like a movie on Monday night or Sunday or something, you know, The Wonderful World with Walt Disney, you know, and Living Color, and they got a commercial on for a week advertising the upcoming movie, right? It may be a terrible movie, but you're all excited about seeing this movie because they've been advertising it for a week. That's how come people love Trump. I mean, he had this series, You're Fired series, to promote his skills at the economy and making businesses work. And of course, America's a business, so, you know, he puts forward this persona of somebody who can do anything. They're always saying how he works night and day. Do we really know if he really does? Like he says he's never touched liquor, ever, right? Well, he's been with all these prostitutes, but he's never touched a lick of liquor. He'll liquor, but he don't take any liquor. But, sorry. I couldn't help that one, just came out. But you know, he's never had a cigarettes. He's never done any drugs, right? That's what he says. Nothing, right? He's as clean as a baby's butt when it, you know, just been swaddled. And then after the baby oil goes on there and everything else, you know, he's just got powder and everything. He's perfect. He's nice and clean, smells good, fresh out of the oven. Nothing wrong with this guy. Of course, he says stuff in private that none of us would probably repeat. Look, I'm not trying to cut him down. I'm just making a point. Because I like the rhetoric too, right? I like a Monday night movie, right? All the suspense, dun, 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 dun. You know, here comes the star, right? Clint Walker. And he's going to fight 5 guys, you know, just with his karate. And he's so good and nobody, he's faster than bullets, you know. Well, you get into it and you think, wow, yeah, I want to see this. I want to see him fight. Trump's against the world, right? All the bad people in the world, they have these straw men. It was this terrible, bad Epstein guy, right? Oh, he's a bad guy. We all hate him. They tell us to hate him. Of course, they can't arrest him because he's got a little black book and all their names are in there. So it's kind of just the straw man. You know, we all got to hate him. They put in the old wicked witch in his Speaker of the House. And, you know, they do all this drama. And we get excited and we're like, oh, I want to see Trump debate all these people and have them all, you know, fail. Take out the old guard like the Bushes and all that. But, so everybody realizes how ridiculous it is that a former president of the United States without having, he's not criminal, you know, no one has proven that, you know, he's not in jail, right? He's not in jail. I don't know if there's ever been any accusations other than, oh, he did something we don't like, or you know, he said a crass word, or maybe we haven't seen his taxes. We don't have any proof for anything. Russia, but nothing panned out, no impeachment. But yet, somehow or another, these people can take him out on Twitter for how long now? What has it been? A year, 2 years he's been down? He's not allowed to speak since January 6th. I guess a couple years. I don't know. And this is normal now. We've accepted this. Right? Now, they couldn't do it to us because they'd have a lawsuit maybe, you know. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure they do it to us, but we don't see that. That's not on the 6 o'clock news where they go in and take away your rights right there in the hood, right? They do that every day. But they publicly and dramatically and they televise, and it's a big drama. It's a made-for-Hollywood movie, Trump against the world, right? They've taken him off of Twitter. Well, that's not set. Well, we've done it anyway. Well, I don't know how they are managing to do this. It's just some theatrical spectacle for us to say, okay, I see. We've gone through years of this now. We accept it. They can just do anything they want. And they did it to a public figure so that, you know, that way they can get away with it because they all agree to it. Trump's like, yeah, take me out for a while. And then about the time I start running for president again, put me back on and let me act like I won, right? I'll come in like a gladiator. Ooh, boy, I'll be the big guy on. And remember now, before Trump was out of office, while he was still in office, that was about the years that Elon Musk went from being penniless or whatever, a couple of million, you know, only just a few million, to like a billionaire. And then it was like just for, in a few months he became just, his wealth just ballooned to, I think for a certain, like for about a week he was up to 320 billion, which is unbelievable. He was double of anybody else. He'd passed Jeff Bezos and everybody. And it was all due to the policies of Donald Trump, of course. That he gave him, you know, Donald Trump was doing all the spaceport and they were using SpaceX. Get it? And of course, Trump is a great grandson of the late von Braun from the paperclip, you know, brought over from, you know, the motherland. the Great White Brotherhood of the Vril Society and the Skull and Bones and, you know, the temple over there on Jeffrey Epstein Biden Island. Yeah, Biden owns the island next to him. We didn't really know about that. But what do they do? Well, that's probably why you see Biden in all these pictures, you know, sniffing these young girls. He's just seeing if he likes the smell, and if he likes it, I guess he tells them after the show, okay, I want that one, I want this one, you know. And he, you know, he can do that because they're all people that have to grovel before his feet because he's one of the elite. It's his turn to rule, right? But what they're doing is it's their turn to be an actor. They understand that when this is all done, that some of them had to play the bad guy. There'll be famous bad guys. There's always famous bad guys. The bad guys aren't, they're, you know, they're heroes to somebody. So they don't mind, some of them don't mind playing the bad guy. I mean, they like that. I was the bad guy. I was the clever criminal that got away with it. Ho, ho, ho. Because they never get put in jail or anything. So they're all playing parts and they enjoy it. Right? They choose them for their part when they're like 3. After they gave them their piano lessons and the violin. And sent them to Shabbat, you know, for their Sabbath reading. I've got such high IQs, right? It's just amazing, these people, right? How in the world is it that these poor black children from the hood, living in squalor with no furniture, just old milk crates to sit on, you know, their mother's just passed out in the other room because she's out on heroin and her dad's in prison and her brother's in a shootout down the street, and you know, sister's already doing tricks, and they're living in squalor. They're eating pop ramen and, you know, saltine crackers for dinner. Yeah, no education. They don't have cars. They can't go get a higher education or anything like this, and so they're living, instead of getting milk from their mother's breast, they're getting cocaine in their bottle and soda. Right, and high fructose corn syrup or something for breakfast. Okay, and now we're surprised that they have poor IQs. This is insane. Okay, back to Trump. Trump's a billionaire. Had never spent a day in his life without, you know, his golden toilet seat and everything like this. But he's our savior, Dave. He's going to save us. So, just before he leaves office, Elon Musk becomes this amazing billionaire. He's going to save the world. And now all of a sudden, I'll be darned, Elon Musk is... I hear some noise up ahead. The tractor running or something, so we may not be able to go too far. What that noise is, we'll see, I guess. So, what I'm getting to is, what do you suppose is going to happen? Who's going to get the nomination for the Republican Party? It'll be Trump. I wasn't sure the other day. I thought maybe DeSantis was put in there to kind of throw a cog in the wheel, but it's pretty obvious now that the richest man in the world wants... Oh, there it is. I wonder what they're doing. Huh. Well, I thought that was a tractor, and you know, I didn't want to get in their way if they were doing something, but now I see this, sounds just like a pump or something. They're pumping water out of the river maybe, so I don't think anybody here. So we'll go ahead and keep walking. But anyway, I was trying to get to the point here that the richest man in the world is definitely going to want Trump, because Trump and him are in it together. When Trump was in office, he became the richest man in the world. Trump will be the next president because the richest man in the world says so. If the richest man in the world buys Twitter and nobody wants him to, but he does it anyway. If the richest man in the world can, you know, go on Joe Rogan anytime he wants, or you won't be able to hear me as I go past here. It's probably, oh, look at all this water. the river too. I guess that's a canal. They're sending water down for agriculture or something down the other way. Yeah, I was just wondering what the odds were, and I was thinking in my mind, are they planning on letting Trump be president? And yeah, I think so, because it seems like a little bit of a game being played with Elon promoting Trump, you know, kind of giving the bad guys the finger and like joining forces with Trump. So when I got, which, you know, and like I said, I've thought Trump's probably richer than he is being promoted as being. He's probably a much richer. By the way, I think I told you guys the other day that I did a search on Elon Musk's dad. Can't think of his name right now. But Elon Musk's dad. There's a... again, I think all of this is theater. I don't... They got this big running drama. It's like the Kardashian drama. This is the Elon Musk and Donald Trump drama. We're all following it, you know. And we're told that Elon Musk's dad is a bad guy, right? He's a bad guy. But now, Elon Musk doesn't, you know, he did some bad things. Slept with his daughter or something, you know, oh, whatever. Ooh, look at that. Oh, didn't quite get that focused, zoomed in when that bird went up. This big old heron or whooping crane or whatever they are. Everybody tells me it's something different, but I'm pretty sure it's a heron. But anyway, so he's bad. There's nothing you can do with his. Now, I believe he's the richest person in the world, the dad, not Elon. Okay, just like Trump inherited a lot of his wealth from his dad. Well, I think what Elon's dad, which is von Braun's grandson or something, or his son, head of the space agency in a ZI Germania, you know, brought over here to start our NASA, right? That's what von Braun did. He was involved with NASA, along with Aleister Crowley's pupil in the Temple Ordi, Parsons, right, who started NASA and some of these space rocket agencies and stuff. It's all brought over in Project Paperclip. But so they had all this money because they've had it. They've always had the German, this Bavarian occult. They stole most of their money. You know, they've confiscated it. They owned the banks, and they caused the governments to go to war, and then they taxed them, and they took all their money. So they got all this money. And we think that a bank is some kind of company, right? Well, it's just a company, Dave. They've got the money, not people. No, they're people that own these companies. They're Bavarians, and they run the world. And you think this von Braun didn't have millions and millions that now translates into billions? I mean, because he was the head of the space agency. Look at these. Like little prunes. Huh, what fruit did that come? What tree did that come off of? There's these little squishy prune things. What if those are plums? Yeah, I saw some out here. There are plum trees out here. I don't know which one. Plum trees kind of look like this, but those got little blackberries. So anyway, yeah, those are plums. Those are plums. They're all over right here. So this must be a plum tree here without the leaves. And that's why I don't have leaves, because some animals come over here and just stripped it because they want to eat those plums. But anyway, and there's still plums all over the place. All along here. So I did a Google search to how much his dad was worth. He's got a name kind of like Elon. It's a short little weird name. I forgot what his name is at the moment. But his dad, when I put it into Google, how much is he worth, it came up that he had 340 billion, which is more than Elon. And I thought, well, what? I mean, you know, what's the odds that that's like an error in a glitch in the system? You know, he doesn't really have that much. So I did another search for his dad, and it came up something like 200 billion. It wasn't the same, but it was still a lot of money. And then I did several of them. Several of them turned up billions, and others searches just turned up like 50 billion or something. It wasn't, you know, quite that much. But either way, he has a lot of money. And I suspect that the reason I couldn't get a straight answer from Mr. Goggle and his brother is because they don't want you to know. And I think what it is that the money that Elon has is his dad's money. It's just a sleight of hand. Elon didn't, he's not some inventor that came up with, it's like they claim Edison and Tesla invented everything. This is a way to help you, it's a way for us to say, oh, okay, I understand how we got all this technology. It must have been some genius guy. Have you ever met a genius guy that in one foul swoop just invents time machines and alternating current and anti-gravity contraptions and the internet and everything? No, I don't believe it. It's another one of these, you know, crazy explanations like Roswell. Oh, we found an alien. Look at that. It's an alien gray. And now they can say they got these little CIA cults that they create, claiming like that one little cult that went out in the desert waiting for Jesus to come back on a spaceship or something. You know, this is just Moonies and all these people started by the CIA. Political reasons. And they start people and they get it all over the, you know, they finance all this stuff about aliens, and a lot of them are, you know, new age, you know, they're not, nobody can say, oh, I'm a new age, right? But if you talk like you're new age and they finance you and you put a pretty paperback cover with some Hindu god or goddess on it, right? Shiva or something, and you somehow synchronize that with Jesus, regardless of whether it's actually the correct synchronization or you're teaching anything true. They've got to put a monkey wrench in everything. You got to lie and deceive. False doctrines are spread all over the world in the name of, oh, this is new stuff. It's stuff we weren't told. But, you know, we weren't told the true stuff, and we're not being told the true stuff now. We're being told lies and false teaching to throw us off when we do figure it out. But, so I don't think Tesla invented all of this. They were given this information from Satan, and I've documented it. John Dee and Edward Kelly opened up the bottomless pit in 15 something or six, you know, somewhere around just before 1600, I think, somewhere in there. And this is just before, you know, Francis Bacon and the whole Rosicrucian thing. They created this whole, they were in Bavaria when they did this. They opened up this spirit channel, and these demons gave them the plans for the New World Order. They told them to have, to be pedophiles and trade women and swap wives and do all kinds of things, just like Brigham Young. This is what this is all about. Some kind of depravity and a plan to build the New World Order and enslave mankind. So, I don't believe in Tesla. I don't believe in Edison. I don't believe in any of them. They're liars. They're pawns in a much larger game. I don't believe in Mr. Workerberker. He's just some kid. He didn't invent Facebook. I don't believe in the Billy the Gatekeeper. You know, his mama sat on the board of IBM. These are rich billionaires. His dad, I guess, was on the board of Planned Parenthood. Go figure. So, these people from Bavaria, they have all this money, and then they just transfer it to their son. So Elon Musk didn't invent some terrible, amazing thing, and then I mean, like, wow, he's just so smart. And then right at the right time in history, he came out with an electric car. Right when the government suspends oil all over the world. We're not allowed to have oil anymore. So, of course, this makes him a rich. Biden didn't stop him from being rich. They're all on the same page. But they want you to think they don't like him. Yeah, Elon Musk is still the richest man in the world, even under Biden's administration. But they make you think that there's like tension between the two. And then, oh, well, Trump was unfairly thrown off Twitter, and now Elon's got Twitter back again, and he's going to reinstate him. Well, of course he would. Even if they're not on the same page, of course, even if Biden's not on the same page with Trump, which when you think about the idiocy, the imbecilism of these people, right? They're imbeciles. No way in this world that an old, wicked, ugly woman with a wart on her nose and a black hat going,
I hate all you Americans, you terrorists, you Christians, I hate you.
and nobody would ever think that somehow this woman could take over the Congress, right? There's no way. They put her in there on purpose. They want you to believe and to know that there's an evil person running our world. So this way they can bring in the hero coming on as white stallion. And it's going to be Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And they'll save the world. And it'll either be this Carrie Lake as vice president or Tulsi Gabbard or whoever they're preparing for this. I wouldn't be surprised if the reason why they didn't give Carrie Lake the governorship. I don't know. I haven't been watching. Maybe she's already won, or I know it was like neck and neck. But if she doesn't win, or even if she does, I suspect she might be top on the list for vice president. Just because she's so polished, like they've obviously been preparing her for this. She's been on television, I guess, as a newscaster. I mean, she's learned how to speak, and she's just eloquent. Now Tulsi Gabbard seems like a pretty eloquent lady too, but I don't think she'll beat out Carrie Lake. But we'll see. And I would think it'll be a woman. It darn sure ain't going to be, who's that? I can't even remember the guy who was vice president before with Trump. That real Christian guy or whatever. I don't remember him at this point. Isn't that weird? I can't remember his name because he's gone off into oblivion. We've never heard of him since, right? Put his tail between his legs and ran. I don't even know if he's in office of any kind anymore. But yeah, I'm sure that Elon, and it's not even because Elon wants to make a lot of money. I mean, he could be the richest man in the world times 10. Because once Trump gets in there, he'll reward him and give him all the deals, and he'll make satellites, and he'll somehow or another, him and Trump will end the war, right? And Putin will go down, in history as the great villain, and they'll put him on the island with Epstein and all the rest. And then they'll go out there and have martinis and laugh and go, oh, we did it. We did it, boys. Come here, Lady Gaga. Right, you did a good job there, lady, shaking your booty. Oh, man. Thanks for getting all the children, too. Now, the only person that I actually believe is real, is speaking from his heart, is Kanye West. I don't know about the name Ye, but I'm not sure I want to say that, because, I guess that's his name now, but to me, he's still Kanye. But, the man sounds sincere. But yeah, I have to say, there are some, I don't know, and I don't want to get into that. But, yeah, I can pretty much tell you that Elon Musk is rigging this, and Trump, that he'll write in and become president. He'll finance him. The richest man in the world is going to finance him. But he's going to have billions of dollars to, he's, like I said, Trump probably doesn't work night and day. It's probably just a job. It's choreographed. They make the story up that he's this kind of a person. He works so hard, and they present him that way to us, and we believe that. Now, I'm not, I know a lot of people are going to send me the hate mail now and no, Trump, he's the best man ever was. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Honestly, you're right. I don't know. I didn't go into his house and expect, anything. And he sounds good to me too. I mean, look, I like the rhetoric, at least better than the other side, right? Of course, if you really think about it, if I was going to run for president, or if I was president, I wouldn't do anything that Trump did, I'd stop the police, but at the same time, I'd have the Coast Guard, or what do you call it, the Peace Corps running around the world, building bridges and giving food to the poor and helping one another. And I would take our soldiers, whatever was left of them, and I would stand guard for every country so that they couldn't be harassed by these UN members or whatever. I wouldn't join the UN, go make a big speech, right? I wouldn't start AI and support some new world order under the Ein Führer, right? Mr. Elon Musk. If I'm right about Elon Musk and his dad being from von Braun and that whole thing, remember, Grumps, that's German too. So if I'm right about this, they're on the same page. And if I'm wrong, well, then we've got a very poor hero. He's coming in on his white horse, and what's he going to do? He's going to make America what? Not great. He's going to make America back the way it was, right? With money and greed and more law and order and police and more money for the military and just back the way it was. Look, I sure don't want to go down socialist roads. I don't want to be a communist, right? I don't even think I want to be a capitalist. I think I want the original Republican Constitution, guaranteed rights that we were given in the first place. But hey, who am I? I'm just some person on here jabbering away out here in nature. But yeah, I think Trump will become the next president. Pretty sure of it. Okay, back to the real interesting stuff here. Let's take a look at this view. Oh man, so pretty. Yeah, I stopped coming out here because the last time I was out here, that ranger wanted to go through my car and search me and everything. And I just don't like confrontations with police and stuff like that. But I thought, well, like the other day I was telling you guys, I got to stop worrying about stuff like that and understand the Lord's going to be with me and, enjoy it. Try to enjoy things without worrying about them trying to, they can't do anything anyway. All they can do is stop and ask for my driver's license, I guess. So I'll just forget them and get all these little nuts all over the ground. I haven't seen any squirrels. I haven't seen any animals of any kind. I think they killed them all. I think they killed them all, guys. I don't know. I hear a few birds. A couple of little starlings or something. That's about it. And maybe it's just that time of year they all fled. Winter's coming, I don't know. Raccoons are down in their holes or something. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, there goes another one of these. Well, I don't know where that bird went. Oh, it went that way. There it is. Go! There he is. Yeah. So, I can imagine when Trump does become president again, there's going to be some appearances of though, we're going to be watching Good Times again, right? Good Times, the Jeffersons or something. We're going to be in that mode where we're going to be celebrating, and Trump's going to be saying, we defeated the socialists and we put them in jail. Who'd you put in jail? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, we got rid of them. They're no longer in office. Now I'm running the show, right? Pelosi's gone. My good buddy McCarthy is running everything and doing investigations. You know, it takes 20 years to do the investigation. Don't worry, we'll get to it. But then he'll say, we've decided to establish the new world government. This is not the old government that they wanted. This is a good one. This is one where we'll all worship the one true deity. We've got the Abrahamic Accords, and all the Christians will cheer, yay, Israel's back, and you know, a theocracy, and adulterers will be stoned, and blasphemers will be thrown into the ovens. Yeah. And then I don't think we're going to really like it too much, but that's just me. Yeah, I know if Biden was, you know, if we voted Biden in again, it'd be worse. I don't think so. You know, he's a bumbling idiot. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Whoever runs him is going to be doing the same thing that's running Trump. Actually, except for, I don't even know if anybody's running Trump. He might be running himself. Him and King Charles might be. Who knows? You know. It may not just be puppets. They might be pulling some strings. Sometimes I get that impression that Trump's got more power than you would really suspect. And Elon definitely. He's got a lot of authority. Jeff Bezos stays out of the news a lot. We don't really hear much about him, but got a lot of money, so I don't know. I think they just play their parts. Oh, here we are to that little spot that we used to come to and sit and look at the river. Let's go over here for a minute. And I'll probably just head back and get much of a walk in today though. But we did get some good chatting. Had a nice little talk. Here's something. Oh, it's my dog. It was you. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's asked me, what is this? I don't know what this is. But you can see all the way down. Oh, can you see? They go along this. It's I don't know what, if they used to put grain in there, or there's like, this is a dock, so I don't know what it was used for, but whatever, goes all the way along here, I guess. So it's pretty weird. Whatever it was, it's been discontinued. Maybe there was a railroad through here, and it was you could, I don't know, maybe trucks would come in here and back up, and they had a thing where they'd pump it in there and it would load it onto ships, or who knows what they're loading though. Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Han? Oh, Ethan. And Nick Ethan. He wrote his name twice down here. Jamie loves Beth. Oh. I wonder what year that was. Let me see how long we've been taping here. Okay. get to talking. I don't know how long I've been jabbering. I'm Barry. Oh, look at the sky. Beautiful, huh? Looks like it's going to be a nice sunset. Just a few seconds here, a few minutes, I guess. Probably don't want to miss that. Yeah, I don't want to miss that. I think what I'll do is I'll shut this off and I'll head back to the truck. By the time I get back to the truck, I bet that's going to be the most beautiful sunset. And then we'll take a look at that, huh? I'll see you in a minute. All right, we're back. And I don't know if we're going to get much of a sunset though for a while because the clouds are kind of big, covering a lot of the sky. But maybe here in a minute, that yellow will turn to red. That will be nice. That'll be pretty. Oh, I was wondering where that noise was. There's a boat and I didn't even see it. Huh. See, I wonder if that boat came from over there and not, because I did not see that boat over here. It just came out of nowhere right there. So I'm wondering if there's another channel. Yeah, it's just an island right there, see? Like I said, there's several of these like islands, and the actual river is over further. It's a pretty big river. This is the Tennessee Gorge or something or whatever, I don't know. I think it's the Tennessee River. Boy, look at all these birds. Holy moly woly. You ever seen so many birds? I was wondering where all the birds went. Well, there they are. Oh. There's our sunset. Oh, glory to... Jeeper creepers. That's pretty. Wow. I think it's my favorite color. That pretty yellow color, that amber. Amber skies of blue. What? Amber waves. How? What's that? I should know that song, huh? Man, look at this. Look at that. Oh boy, that's so pretty. The birds are still... I guess they're flying over this river to get bugs. Little gnats and mosquitoes and stuff.
Huntsville's Merry Mix 96.9.
Bells will be ringing.
Well, I don't know you can top that. That is really pretty. And here comes some light shining through right there. But it still ain't red. But I like this yellow color anyway. Shining right on through there. There's some pink back in there. Kind of turning pink. Little fluffy clouds. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Hope you're having a beautiful evening. And may the Lord bless you. We'll see you guys tomorrow.